Hello everybody, it has been a while, unfortunately. I don't know in the coming weeks whether I will still have again time in the evening to make more videos, but okay, it is what it is for the moment, so let's start with it. So let's have a look at the S&P 500. So we did correct heavily yesterday, so minus 2.67%. So let's have a look. Where can we go to? Here we have this local top, which is from the beginning of September. So we might look for this zone to become support, while it was in the past resistance. So you can draw an order block, for example. So an order block is the last green in a bullish situation, is the last green candle before a significant drop to the downside. So this would be the green candle from the 2nd of September. So you would expect price to come back into the range of that candle. So I've marked it out in green here. Or you can go, just draw one line on the height of this candle on the 3rd of September and expect that one to turn into support. But I think it will be rather into the green zone. Why? Because if we pull Fibonacci from this low, from the 12th of October till our all-time high, then the 0.5 ends up completely in the middle of this green zone. Another case we can make is the 0.618 retracement. That's the classic one, because there we can also see there's confluence with this daily resistance. It was a resistance on the 15th of September, then on the 16th, on the 27th, and then on the 18th of October, and then the 19th we could finally push through. So now we can come back also to this region to retest it as support. So that means I'm looking at the region of 4,536 to 4,487. What I have already seen in the past weeks, that is that before the opening hours for the American stock market, is that we plunge deeper, and then when the stock market opens, then you will see that there's some hesitation. So I assume that's the moment when retail is selling, and that then the big banks and the big investors, they are absorbing those the sell orders, and then after about half an hour to 1 hour, price shoots up. So that's what I will look for before the opening hours, like to where is price going. Let's say on Monday we push all the way down to the 0.618 and we stay there until the opening of the American stock market, then most probably I will buy, because then you go up with the big banks. If we end up somewhere in the middle, then I expect this would be just a trading day with not much volatility, and then probably the day after we would come down to or the 0.618 or the 0.5, depends where we will come down to. But today I saw a video from what's his name again? Eric Crown, who used to be a professional trader. I think he was also a market maker, and he said that usually when you have a big sell-off on Fridays, it continues on Monday, because people over the weekend, they start chatting with each other. If you missed out on Friday that the stock market tanked, then on Monday you will wake up and say, okay, the first thing I have to do is to close my positions and I have to sell everything. So I think that makes sense what he says. So I would expect also for the crypto market more to the downside on Monday. So this is what I'm looking at for the S&P 500. Then gold did quite well. Then it got a sell-off, unfortunately, later during the day. But all is fine. We're still in the green. Normal correction. Nothing to be fearful about. Then we have silver against the euro. So also here we're still nicely in the green, so nothing to worry about. Then the DXY. So here we lost 0.74%. So also here we zoom out a bit. We have this green trend line, which was broken here, acted as resistance. We popped above again, then lost it again, retest as resistance. Now we're above again, so we can see a bit further to the downside and then to find support there again. Interesting one is again the S&P 500 divided by gold. So now we made a triple top already. And we did come down 2.44%. So that means that it's more interesting to be invested in gold rather than in the S&P 500. So let's see with this trend line whether we can line it up better. No, I think that's it. We have a nice touch here, nice touch here, nice touch here. And now let's go to the weekly. No, it actually got many touching points, because usually after 3 times we lose it. Okay. So we're gonna have to see with this one, because we are close again to the trend line, and since we also made it a triple top here, I think we now are going to finally break down, and we will finally see gold to shine again. Deutsche Bank, that's also again an interesting one, minus 4%. So we still keep the downtrend. So Deutsche Bank doesn't really look good. IWM, so the Russell 2000 ETF. So also here big sell-off. We closed at minus 3.77%, but overall this still looks fine. So as long as we don't close below the 214, is it this one? Let's see, this low, 214.22, yeah. So here I'm also still expecting maybe a bit further to the downside, but we should definitely not lose the last low. So we might end up quite close to it, and then the days after we might go up again, because also this news regarding this new variant, I think this is priced in. I mean, the markets will already know what governments will do. We will have more lockdowns. The money printer will keep on printing even more. So we know what to expect. We did also see oil selling off, but also there I'm not expecting any more those negative prices. They know what to expect. So probably some big banks are taking some profits now, and they just use the news to get some cash to get ready for next year, to buy even more. So Johnson & Johnson also down. Yeah, here I'm not taking any action yet. I don't know whether I will. I didn't really pay much attention to this in the past week or 2 weeks. So we did find resistance at the 0.382, which is the minimum for this harmonic pattern. So for this one we might look for how much, around 140, around that zone, a bit below, a bit above. So LQD. So here we did go up actually, which is quite surprising. So people felt like investing in corporate bonds, but the trend is to the downside. And actually last week I was looking to sell some call options, and the order book for until the end of the year was just empty. Nobody is interested in buying calls, so it seems nobody is expecting that this one is coming up. So I'm really wondering what that means. I think it's finished for corporate bonds. This will be a nice short. So if the harmonic plays out and we have this one at 121, or then we go all the way down 222, the 85 region. So I think this one is one with which can make a lot of money on the short side. GDX, a bit of a sell-off. So here we have a harmonic pattern. So we had already this take profit one. So we're still waiting for more to the upside. This is one you have to watch when we sell off more, because apparently what I've heard is that when big banks want to take out cash from the market, they will first sell off the miners. So gold and silver might still go up, and when miners are coming down, then it means the big banks are cashing in on their profits on the miners. So that would mean bad news if it doesn't move in lockstep anymore. So okay, we had a nice gap open, but then gold started selling off. So GDX did as well. So for now, I'm not too concerned. Oh wow. So the US 30-year bonds lost almost 7%, and we ended up at this daily support. So yeah, there we didn't. Oh yeah, take profit 1 was reached, but not take profit 2. So yeah, if this one drops further, then I'm stopped out. And then before we go to crypto, this is crude oil minus 10.28. So we lost this green trend line, but I think this one is not so valid anymore since we lost it here. We rebounced, reclaimed it, and now we lost it again. So this we can remove. This is not significant anymore. So the next one I'm looking at is if I remove the harmonic pattern, would be from this low to this low. So that would mean crudes might end up somewhere in the 68 to 70 region before it will bounce up again. And then the crypto market. So Bitcoin, where are we going to after the sell-off? My case, I think we would go for like the 50 to 52k region. So let's see. So also like we had with the S&P 500, the chart looks quite similar. So also we had this top over here before we did break down. So if you take what's the word again? Yeah, okay. Well, like I explained for the S&P 500, you take the last bullish candle, and that's the zone where we will come back to. Order block, that's the word I'm looking for. So you take this order block, but then if you pull Fibonacci, then the 0.618 would come at 51,500. So let's zoom in. This lines up also with the weekly support over here. So, okay, maybe we will not go down to 50k, but then at least I think there's a big chance we dip it just a bit below 52k. So here we have very nice confluences. So also for crypto, I'm expecting much further to the downside, and that most probably on Monday. So regarding the trend, we are still fine. I think this can be removed. If we take this low and we connect this low, then we are still fine. So this is also a confluence, you know, on Monday. If we come back down here, we would also touch again this support line. So order block, weekly support, 0.618 Fibonacci retracement plus this support line. I think those are nice confluences to rebounds from here. So then here was Tezos. I'm not trading Tezos anymore. That coin was completely underperforming. So Doge, yeah, we had this nice retracement to the 0.618 where I loaded up again, but unfortunately it didn't work out and we did come back. Let's see, also this harmonic is not valid anymore. So, but we are still compressing. Oh, here was another harmonic. Let's redo this. Yeah, that low has been taken out, so this one can also be removed. So this low comes down here, which is still higher than the previous low. And this is a pattern that I still see with other altcoins, and that's why I'm not bearish yet on the crypto market, because this kind of compression, what we see is consolidating, is consolidation. So we still can, we still have upside potential. Oh yeah, actually I didn't go over the fear and greed index. Do we still have it somewhere? Because for the crypto market we are extreme fearful for the moment, and then for the stock market it's exactly the same. Okay, fearful, not extreme fearful. So that's why I think there's still potential to the upside, because people are now panic selling, and that's always good to load up and then push upwards to liquidate all the shorts. So as long as we don't take for Doge this, if we don't take out this low, then I'm still bullish. Let's see for the volume. Let's extend this one. Okay. Then we have the other one. Let's see XRP. I have a look to close some programs to get some faster response. But which one? Okay, I think we're good now. So XRP, also the same here. You see the low we had over here didn't take out this low, and of course we're still far away from the last low we had. When was that? Back in June. So also here we have this this price compression, which looks really good. I got stopped out on this trade, but actually you can make the case for going in to XRP at this moment, if you don't want to trade with the algorithm, of course. So you go in now, you take your stop loss below the last low from the 21st of September. So that's about 9% to the downside. And then to the upside, it's 146%. So risk to reward, almost 17. So it's a very, very nice trade. Good. So, but for the algo trading there, we are still in a short. And then Bitcoin. Yeah, this harmonic didn't really work out, and I'm going to remove this one. I think this doesn't make much sense if we go further down. So for let's remove the turtle trading. So for the algo trading, there we got the sell signal here on the 16th of November, and we are going down as predicted. So now we are stabilizing. So also the trigger line is stabilizing. And on average, as you know, for Bitcoin, we stay 15 days in a trade. So that means we have 1, 2, 3, 4 days left. So this, yeah, this still looks good to that we go further down, you know. Just since we stay on average 15 days in a trade. So if this works out, then we can see just a few more days to the downside, or one to the downside and then a quick run up, and we close above the trigger line. So then we we would have almost completed the 15-day period. Then we have Ethereum. Also here, sell signal. Then we pushed up, but not high enough to get over the trigger line. And then yesterday, almost minus 11%, found support at the weekly. So if Bitcoin sells off more, who knows, maybe we can have a retest of this weekly, but we already tested it here once, so this is the second time, that would be the third time. So yeah, here's an area of consolidation, so maybe we go into this region. But it will all depend, of course, again on Bitcoin, because usually I follow what Bitcoin is saying, because yeah, we're still 16% away from the trigger line. So if Bitcoin turns bullish, then I would do the same for Ethereum. I would intervene and already open, close my short position and open a long position, because the trigger line is just too far away. And then for Ethereum, we are on average 50 days in a trade. So here on the buy side, it was shorter. And let's move this one. Here we have the sell side. So it doesn't mean that we will go down for another 50 days. It's just this position. We can range here in between before we break up above the trigger line, so we can be bullish the whole time. But the trend will change when we close above how much? 4,800. So yeah. Yeah, and then also Bitcoin Cash. Here I stopped the trade. There's a problem with my script, and also I didn't find it to perform very well. So I stopped the bot to trade this. So same here, also support at the weekly. It was already touched several times, and it's still holding quite well, I must say. So the weekly is at 551. So yeah. So maybe if I see some nice setups in the future, like a harmonic pattern, then I might trade this one. But for now, I'm not doing anything with this anymore. So the assets. So now we're around 6,800. So Bitcoin, the short, $500 dollars in profit. So USDT, yeah, this one is at 0 because there's nothing we are trading for the moment against USDT. And Ethereum, the short, 71 in profit. And yeah, XRP, there I intervened. So currently it's in no position. As soon as there's a buy signal, the bot will buy again. And then Doge. Where is Doge? Yeah, here's a sub account I made to trade Doge, just to isolate the losses from the other cryptos. So this one is almost $15 in profit. All right, this was a long one, but I hope this was useful. So I expect a bit more to the downside, and then we can continue upwards. Because also keep in mind the ETFs which are now released, they are very good news for institutional investors. And those guys, they don't buy at market. They have enough money to pay market makers to push the price of Bitcoin down, or they have enough money to release some negative FUD so that everybody starts panicking and selling, and then they buy. That's how it goes. So everybody is fearful now. So those are always good moments to buy more in a bull market. So yeah, all right, that's it for today. Have a nice one. Bye bye.